I think Pango has a hard time in these fights because Pango's got to try and control both a Morph and an Ember in Rolling Thunder like that.
Oh my God. Excess Vampire. Not a healthy man. The leech is going to be there, and Dreamercell loves it when this happens. It's Vampire being hunted. Pounce is up. Sharshlo. Oh, there's your cookie stun. And Rubik just gets blasted down.
Snap fired.
Yeah.
This hero still very, very high damage.
Oh, wow.
Blank.
There you go for Makoto. But then Makoto, no, he had to war up through the north. Oh, no, there's no stun from the shard, from the golem. He'll get up the hill. No one charge is available, and Makoto is going to be very happy to be able to TP home.
We can kill the clock. It's going to split.
Analogy later on, Clockwork trying to close the distance over on the Rubik, and with the slow from Snapfire, everybody come inside the cogs, and an easy TP out from the Centaur, and a very accepted death from Excess Vampire. Oh, Excess Vampire. Makoto just jumps down, at least get himself a double stun, but the Remnant pulling back the Rubik, and that's now going to be his 4th death. 5 of the kills are Boom. Clockwork looking for Excess Vampire, jump forward. FBZ into the rolling. Letting it go with the Rolling Thunder, and he's just constantly stomping. But then the cogs, they're actually out for the moment, and it's actually going to be Clockwork and Snapfire who are the 2 to die in this. And I don't know if you really want to restrict yourself outside of your own cogs. Yeah. Clockwork. Hook shots straight past the Morphling. Not exactly the way he probably thought that was going to go down. Good check behind inside the trees, just so they're safe. While the rest of Gambit look for the hunt up on top. But Slark, having Shadow Dance, runs straight back behind the tower. Is there going to be a yeah, there's a TP coming in. Pango at least can slow down the pressure. Dream pouncing himself forward, taking on as Dreamo Cell, the other Dream in this game. A quick waveform and Stampede out. Dream, he's low on mana. The Rolling Thunder from FBZ. At least he'll go through the Chen army. Can't get close enough, so he just kills off the Chen army with a backward swashbuckle. Bottom lane, that's what they're really searching for. Clockwork's going to come in range. Hook shot forward, catching out Sharshlo, puts up the cogs, and then it is just Mortimer's Kids that's flying down. Oh, Stampede with the leash. It keeps the Centaur in position. Now the jump in as well for Pango, but the supporters arrive from Gambit. They've got all 5 players now here. The Morphling was able to complete his TP out of top lane, and Clockwork, cog run once again. I don't know if you also want to be there, Pango. Swashbuckles up, and he's jumping as far away as he possibly can, including that Chen army. And that's what they're looking for right now. Cogs, actually, he stole Battery Assault, not exactly what he was hoping for, but Hyde really trapped inside of his own cogs with a cookie. Pushes him away, the Chen army has finally been removed.
You trade a lot for it, though, and notably
Slark into the back lines. They're going to catch FNG. He's already used the mech, has Hand of God. May not, oh yeah, doesn't want to use that one. That's a little bit too big of an ability to just use to save your own life.
And this right there, I love the Slark against Chen. For that reason right there. You just find him, and all the counter initiation from Gambit's afraid, because if you're holding that pact, it's all cleansable.
Space for that game. Why? Because they were playing boring heroes. Middle lane, initiation starts off, FBZ, Stampede, swashbuckles down, and then gets cookied back up again into GPK. But it's the back lines where Clockwork initiated and just got popped out by the Morphling as well as the Rubik. These cogs just blocking the top ramp, and Searing Chains making it difficult for Boom to be able to escape. They're just trying to get back out again. Makoto will be able to do so. Both supports from Boom have fallen. Dreamer Cell's trying to get some kind of counter push on the bottom lane, but Radiant fought up.
I don't know about that. If you're Gambit, you might even look to keep going.
They're getting attacked on their tier 1 and their tier 2, so Ember will come back, but he's fine. He'll always have a Remnant to work with. Creep wave's coming, so that won't take much longer, but the mid lane, TP in from Pango. He's inside the trees, seconds coming in. Excess Vampire's on the other side of those trees. Able to steal the little Shredder. That is the worst thing that Rubik probably could have got from Snapfire.
I don't know, it just feels like, click on Centaur, right? Look at Slark.
Centaur. He's going to jump in. I'm looking right there. Pick up, and now the disarm. Hookshot flies forward, but the Morphling jumps in. Dreamer still able to get the BKB off in time. He's not getting the extra life back. He is not triggering off the Shadow Dance. As the fight splits into 2 different parts, everyone trying to disengage out of this one, but Morphling looks for his own target. Ember Spirit jumping forward with a couple of remnants. The cookie can't get Hyde away to safety. He'll die inside of his own cogs at GPK's burn. And Pangalia caught by the stolen remnant. They're able to get the Searing Chains on Pango, but the Glimmer Cape protecting him inside the base. Swashbuckle still on cooldown. For all of this, for everything Gambit threw in, only Clockwork dies in this fight. And Slark's already running away, picking up bounty runes. Smoke is going to break. Dreamercell, quick pounce away, goes towards the left, and man, that Ember Spirit. Aghanim Scepter is up, he moves fast. Slark will just BKB TP out.
Their whole game is just, does Slark carry? And the hero's not going to do enough damage.
Jumps forward, Snapfire, tries to be protected.
He got the wave, though.
They have Dust, they had Sentries, and now Fortification comes in.
They brought back door down. The creeps got close enough, so they still have that 10 to 15 seconds to push this tower. And then the wave will get there in time for them to be able to continue. And oh my god, the damage.
That's a big silence over on Centaur. They couldn't instantly E-Blade themselves, pop themselves out while Slark starts the attack over on the Morphling. Trying to shift this damage as Clockwork. Hood shocks forward. Morphling pull back in by the rope and then push back by the Cogs. He'll burn a lot of mana from this, but Clockwork, again, dying now out to Centaur. Because every time he initiates, he ends up just trying to kill himself off the Cog, try and separate the battle too, but Makoto really trying to battle against Morphling. The E-Blade makes it impossible to continue the attack in, but now with a Remnant, Dream still trying to move away from the rest of Boom, but the BKB, they're both worn off now from Boom, and look at Gambit, re-engage back in. They know this is their time. Dreamercell knows it's time to get away. Waveform a little bit off target as this Rolling Thunder does cause a couple of bumps out. The Snapfire dead for 70 seconds. Clockwork once again trapped inside of his own Cog, surrounded by 4 heroes, but they want a core. They want the real hero kill, and they found one as well. There's Pangolier. Dreamercell is doing everything he possibly can to stop this fight, but man, FBZ swashbuckles up. They get Searing chained together and push back down again. It's just cookie stuns, it's hoof stomps, and it's 3 heroes down from Boom.
It's near flawless teamfight execution as well, Toby. That was sick. Kite the BKBs, immediately they re-engage, they force the tower, get the response they wanted. Boom gets baited, and yeah, you're targeting this more. Dream playing so elusively. GPK is a free game. How do you kill either one of these cores? They have such insane survivability. GPK with that Ags is just nigh unkillable, and he's just dancing with his opponents. Has that extra second on Searing Chains too. It's a 4-second stun and an 8-second cooldown.
Oh, Makoto wants to jump in. They're going to work here with Dreamercell! He has to buy back. There's no other choice. Makoto is able to Astral step himself back into base. They're going to lose. The melee racks up on top. Okay, they won't buy back. There's still all the towers on bottom lane, so they won't lose much more than that, but you're starting to see that. Well, not starting to. You're continuously seeing the amount of damage that can go into the Slark if BKB is down. Lose anyone of value pushing in to take that bottom lane of racks. GPK is playing with Makoto.
He's going to have a Shiva's up soon just to provide so much vision. And Gambit, like, oh man, this Ags pickup seems like such a sick move. I'm surprised we don't see it more often, to be honest.
That Dire Observer Ward did scout out the fact that Gambit were grouping up, so I think the smoke was already called out.
Dire are scanning.
They definitely know the numbers are there, and yep, a quick little scan just for a little bit of confirmation. Full retreat for Boom. Good vision being planted down, ready for the attack through the bottom lane. And they found a target, and it's Hyde again. And I feel like this guy's just been the punching bag of Gambit. He's almost 50% of their kills. And Dream will easily take this tier 1 tower by himself. No backdoor protection for tier 1s. No fortification either.
And with his team behind him, you're just not going to be able to take him down.
They're waiting to go, though.
And you combine that with all the sustain.
Here's your
What
contest.
do you do?
FBZ, rolling, thundering into the pit. Roshan's a 4K HP.
Oh, now it's a
but
wall.
now they're all getting back out again. And Melt the bounce forward from Slark. A quick force off away. Chen's able to get his distance. No real strong disarm, and Slark's in too deep. But the hook shot, backlines Clockwork, has picked up and thrown around. The Rubik's had a great time against Hyde. Still no one dead just yet, but Morphling's doing the best he can to try and catch up the Slark, who pounces himself up on top of a hill. Not where he wants to be. Same thing for Clockwork, inside the river, with no way out and no buyback available, so they're going to lose that big vision advantage. Maybe Centaur too far up, but nah, you got a 4-staff available. Rubik, he can be the bigger one caught, as Makoto trying to stay with him, but again, another 4-staff and the Stampede. Disengage after disengage. Mortimer's kids fly inside the pit, making life difficult. Dream at least has the Aegis to the Immortal, as they wait for Dreamercell to pounce himself away from this fight. The Void Spirit got hunted down by the Ember.
You see Dreamercell get stuck up on that cliff, man. I know RTZ's been smurfing in Herald matches. I didn't think he was in this one, too. What you can do to win the game. Look at this. Oh, let me morph slow. Let me summon him back in. Bring me my Greaves recipe. Bring me my Aether Lens recipe, his allies say.
You're seeing
they go right for Megas.
You're seeing where Slark's moving, because they don't have the vision on the hillside anymore. So Slark is trying to wrap around the back lines, at least get a support. I think he wants the Rubik, but he knows he's under vision. They just lost Kescute once again. And with the Rolling Thunder forward, FBZ now able to hit pretty hard, and Rubik will end up falling. So Dreamercell finally getting something of what he's searching for. A little couple of hits into Shashlo and the disarm, making life a little harder, but it's also harder for the Slark. And Hyde trapped in his cogs of doom. 3 heroes down, and it really does feel pretty hard. Like, you get the Rubik, and that's what you're celebrating. That's not enough to celebrate. Not at this point in the game. 35 minutes in, you're just going to get megged. And Gambit will be disengaging just to re-engage. They got the rooting over on the Pangolier, and he will not get away from this one safely. Makoto joins him as well, and GG is called. Gambit will be the first team to reach the winners bracket final here at the StarLadder ImbaTV Minor.